Good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining me for this WNCT Now digital news update. I'm Emily Severidge, live in our digital studio. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and with recent spikes in COVID-19 cases across the country, many people are wondering, do they travel for Thanksgiving or do they stay home? There's now a daily U.S. average of more than 170,000 new cases per day, with deaths soaring over 1,500 every 24 hours. The CDC is urging people to enjoy their holiday virtually. As of Tuesday, there were a number of counties across the country where a Thanksgiving meal for 20 people projected at least a 90% chance of an infected guest attending. The majority of states have at least one county where such a gathering would be at least a 50-50 risk. During his Thanksgiving address this afternoon, President-elect Joe Biden announced he and wife Jill will spend the holiday at home in Delaware with just their daughter and their son-in-law, and he's encouraging others to consider doing the same.
But this year, because we care so much for each other, we're going to be having a separate Thanksgiving. For Jill and I, we'll be at our home in Delaware with our daughter and our son-in-law. The rest of the family will be doing the same thing in small groups. So I know how hard it is to forego family traditions. But it's so very important.
If you do plan to travel for the holidays or you're spending it with people not in your immediate household, the CDC continues to encourage social distancing, mask wearing, and the opening of windows to ventilate indoor gathering areas. Now, over 100 people are sick after eating sushi from Harris Teeter stores near Charlotte. 128 people are sick after eating sushi they bought from two Concord area Harris Teeters. The sushi was from a company called Advanced Fresh Concepts, and the symptoms are, well, not pleasant. One patient says they've had vomiting, diarrhea, gastrointestinal pain, and a lot of cramping and discomfort. The Cabarrus Health Alliance has notified 429 households that bought the sushi, but there are reportedly 107 additional transactions that they can't track down yet. Health officials have traced the contamination back to two stores, the one at 358 George West Lyles Parkway Northwest and the one at 1245 Concord Parkway North. The bad sushi was sold between November 13th and November 19th. Since then, Harris Teeter has removed the sushi, deep cleaned, and reopened the area. If you have had a similar health experience, you can call the health department at 704-920-1000 because they're still trying to figure out exactly what that contamination was. Stay with us, and we'll be right back with some more news after this short break.
Everybody, I'm your First Alert meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko. You know, this year has been filled with a lot of uncertainty and many changes too. Here at 9 on Your Side Morning Edition, we're going through some changes of our own, but one thing that will never change, our commitment to you, to be on your side and to help you start your day with your local news and local weather. In Jacksonville and Onslow County, good morning to you folks. Grab the umbrella. 9 on Your Side Morning Edition, weekdays from 4:30 to 7.
Listen to What the Politics on the WNCT Podcast Network. New episodes weekly. Subscribe today on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Don't miss another episode of What the Politics on the WNCT Podcast Network. Found.
If you're just tuning in, I'm Emily Severidge, live in our digital studio, providing you with some late afternoon updates. WNCT is bringing you live streamed updates every Monday through Friday at 1:30 p.m. and 4 o'clock p.m. to bring you the latest and up-to-date news before our nightly newscast. Greenville police are asking for the public's help in coming forward with any information regarding a deadly hit and run. Officers say they located the vehicle suspected of hitting and killing 27-year-old Kari Williams of Winterville. Williams was riding his bike on Memorial Drive when he was struck by a vehicle on November 13th. Investigators say the vehicle involved was a two-door orange Chevrolet Cobalt. They say people described as people of interest in the case are no longer cooperating with detectives. The investigation is still ongoing, and anyone with information should contact the Greenville Police or Crime Stoppers. A Durham doctor is being charged with sexually assaulting a female patient. The alleged assault happened back in September. 47-year-old Oscar Cornelio Flores is accused of inviting a patient into his home to, quote, discuss her recent test results, end quote. Instead, the patient says she was assaulted by Cornelia Flores, a doctor with advanced care in Durham. Public records show Cornelio Flores as having lived at the home where the alleged assault took place. It's not known if that's a former or current address. The doctor is currently on leave and no further information is being released at this time. You can stay with WNCT for all of the latest updates. And that wraps up this late afternoon update. And we have more news coming up for you tonight on our broadcast at 5 and 6. Thanks so much for watching.